About a month ago, I was tagged in an official post by the Turkish Consul General regarding a business meeting we've had. From then, even until today, I was asked if I am officially a member of the Congress party because I joined hands with a Muslim country. Come on, guys. I didn't shake hands with Mehmud Ghaznavi, who invaded and plundered India 17 times. We're not living in the 10th century. We are in the 21st century where daily flights take off from India to various international destinations, to multiple Muslim countries. In fact, 12 out of 19 international airlines operating out of Hyderabad are owned and operated by Muslim countries. 66% of NRIs, Indian NRIs, actually work for Islamic countries. And I'm trying to do the same. I am trying to establish a respectable business venture based on the opportunities that are offered by the Turkish government through the Indian government as part of the bilateral trade agreement between both the countries. So where does religion come into the picture here? Today, India is fifth largest economy, very well on the way of becoming the fourth largest economy, which is only possible if we think big, if we think innovation, progress, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to progress not just for myself, but for my family, my company, my employees, in general, people who are dependent on me. And I would urge everyone to do the same. It is one thing for the government to provide opportunities for its citizens, but it is equally important for the people to take control of their destiny, to take control of their progress and create opportunity where there is none. It would be great to have additional funding from the government, more encouragement, more support. But do we just wait for the government to do things for us? What can we do for ourselves? Is one question we all need to ask ourselves, which is what I did, where I saw an opportunity, I knocked the door. Coming to the point of me officially becoming a Congress member. For one, I don't see what actually is wrong with it, because it's a grand old party of India. It would definitely be an honor if I could. And of course, somewhere along the way, Congress has become synonymous with Islam. It has also become synonymous with the Gandhi and Nehru family. It has become synonymous with conversions, even the propagation of Christianity, what with Sonia Gandhi's influence. Which brings me to a point, to a fact actually. Congress was formed in 1885, long before Nehru was born, and 30 years before Gandhi even joined the party. It was already peppered with big leaders like Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Ambedkar. So many leaders, huge leaders. Somewhere along the way, just 15 years before independence, it came to be dominated by the Gandhi Nehru family as we know of it now. But it was originally formed by 4 Hindus, 3 Englishmen, and 3 Farsis, for safeguarding the rights of Indians against the atrocities of the British. The party was formed to fight for the rights of Indians, which is what any party anywhere in the world is all about. The leaders that form the party uphold the rights of the people for which it is formed. The day they fail to do so, the party fails. So, in my opinion, Congress should not be synonymous with any religion, with any entity, with any particular family. It belongs to the people of India. And that's how I see it. I do not see how me joining it would make me an Islam empath. But having said that, మనకి ముస్లిమ్స్ అంటే అంత కోపమే ఉంటే బిర్యానీ తినొద్దు, ఇరానీ ఛాయ్ తాగొద్దు, చార్మినార్ షాపింగ్ పోవద్దు, ఏఆర్ రెహమాన్ సాంగ్స్ వినొద్దు, షారుఖ్ ఖాన్ సినిమాలు చూడొద్దు, సగం vendors, fruit or vegetable vendors, flower vendors, it's all them. Maestrilu, stone layers, cutters, plumbers. అందరినీ బాయ్కాట్ చేద్దామా? And if you were to think about it, नाको एक बात समझ में नहीं आता है मुझे, जब हम बाहर निकलते हैं घर से, are we rubbing shoulders with the Turks, the Iranians, the Arabs, Britishers and Portuguese? Kashmir se Kanyakumari tak, do we come across all our invaders? Nahi na. They came, they conquered, they converted, and they left. Who's remaining is just all us. Manolle, maname unnam ikkada, Indians. So the Britishers have definitely succeeded in dividing and ruling, and we are still their victims, even after 70 years of independence. There is also actually an official survey which was done a few years ago to determine the extent to which the foreign DNA is still present in the Indian DNA. What they found out is pretty interesting. Only 0.3% of the foreign DNA is left in the Indian bloodlines. Not 30%, not 3%, 0.3%. It's negligible. Be it the Pakistanis or the Bangladeshis, it's all the same. There's also an unofficial observation, actually, which anybody can try at their will, if they like. if we took out an Indian, suppose an Indian traveled to Saudi Arabia, the place where Islam originated before it traveled all over the world, and an Indian went and stood in a crowd in Saudi Arabia, an innocent bystander, what identity do you think he would be given? He would be called an Indian first, because he doesn't look like an Arab Muslim, the original Muslim. Same goes for an Indian Christian. If he was to go and stand in a crowd in the Times Square or just by the river Thames, although Christianity originated in Israel first, it's more prevalent in the Western world now, so he's standing there in the crowd. ఏమనుకుంటారు అతన్ని చూసి? पहले यही सोचेंगे कि वहाँ पे एक इंडियन खड़ा है. Most of the international, the foreigners out of India, they do not even know that India has so many religions. They think it's all Hinduism. But he looks Indian first. If he's in India, he's just an Indian. But the minute he steps out of India, he's an Indian American, an Indian Chinese, an Indian European, even a Pakistani is an Indian, Bangladeshi is an Indian. That's how strong the Indian genes are. So what are we scared of? భయపడేటప్పుడే భయపడలేదు. जब डरना था तभी हमने नहीं डरा. 1,000 years of oppression, Islamic oppression, 400 years of Christian conversions, forcible through bribery, whatever the case may be. We are still 84% Hindu community, and history proves that every place where there's been an Islamic or a Christian invasion, those communities have lost their identity, their culture. Except India. So what do we have to fear? I strongly believe that religion and politics are made for the betterment of the society in general. If they are more divisive than progressive, they're not relevant. Especially today, even more so. Because the call of the day is towards progress. And to progress, to go further, we need to think big. Which definitely cannot be achieved by sitting in a time machine that is set to 100 years ago. This is the time for us to move forward collectively and think of ways in which we could be on par with the rest of the world, the way we were before we were invaded, at a time when India contributed to 25% of the world's GDP. That is where I would like to see India, and I'm sure you all would like the same. And please do note that the CM of Telangana and the PM of India also met with the Turkish officials to promote not only diplomatic relations but also bilateral trade agreements. तो मैं क्या चीज़ हूँ? And please spare me the taglines. I already proudly wear one. Indian American. Indian by soul, American by heart. The reason why I chose to share my thoughts with you is not to have a monologue, but to move forward together, to urge you all to take an active interest in a collective future together. Jai Hind.